Download the free practice worksheet on this topic or take a practice quiz at Mathcation.com. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another awesome math video from Mathcation. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to find the area of a trapezoid. As you can see, we have 4 important tips that we need to remember in order to find the area of a trapezoid. The first thing you need to know is that the formula to find the area of a trapezoid is area equals A plus B divided by 2 times the height. In this formula, A and B are the lengths of the sides, and the height is the distance between them. Usually height is shown by a dotted or a dashed line. The formula might look confusing, but you can think about it in 2 parts. So the first part is that you will add the 2 side lengths together and then divide by 2. This will give you the average length of the 2 sides. And then after you do this first part, then you will multiply times the height. So that will be the second part. So you're going to add the 2 sides together and then divide by 2 to get the average. Then you will take that average and multiply it times the height. And if you're learning anything right now, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on other helpful math videos. Let's go ahead and jump down and get started on our first practice problem. Our first problem gives us this trapezoid, and it tells us 2 side lengths and the height. We know the area for a trapezoid is the first side length, we're going to say A, plus the second side length divided by 2. That's the first part. That will give us the average side length. And then we're going to multiply that times the height. In order to fill in this formula, we have to determine what is side length A, what is side length B, and what is the height. For the side lengths, it doesn't matter which one is A and which one are B. The side length will just be the edge of a trapezoid, and the height will be the distance between the 2. We can see that the sides of this trapezoid are either 4 or 20. It doesn't matter which one is A or which one is B. I'm just going to say A is 20 and B is 4. And the distance between them is going to be the height. In this case, the distance is 14. I'm going to take A and B and H, and I'm going to substitute them into the equation. I'm going to say A is 20 plus our second side length of 4 divided by 2 times our height, which is 14. Now that everything's been substituted in, we can follow the order of operations. So we have to do everything inside the parentheses first. That means we're going to add first. 20 plus 4 is 24 divided by 2 times 14. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. And then 12 times 14 is 168. Now our units are inches, so I'm going to say 168 inches. And because you multiplied inches times inches, it's going to be inches squared. So our area is 168 inches squared. Moving on to our next trapezoid, we have 2 side lengths and a height. So I'm going to use my formula. So we know side length A plus side length B divided by 2 to get the average, times the height is going to give us the area of this trapezoid. So I know the side lengths have to be on the outer edges of the trapezoid. So I'm just going to label A is 4. I'm going to say B is 15. So these are our side lengths. And then the height is the distance between the 2 side lengths. In this case, it's going to be 8. So it's going to be H. I'm going to take everything I know about this trapezoid and substitute it into our formula. A is 4. So I'm going to say 4 plus 15 divided by 2. That's our side lengths, times the height, H, which is 8. It's going to go there. Next, we have to follow order of operations. So we're going to do the parentheses first. 4 plus 15 is 19. So 19 divided by 2 times the height, which is 8. Now 19 divided by 2 is 9.5 times 8, which is the height. And 9.5 times 8 is going to give us 76. And again, our units are inches, so we're going to say 76 inches squared because it's area. And that's the area of this trapezoid. Finally, the last practice problem for area of a trapezoid gives us another trapezoid, and it tells us the side length and the height. I'm going to go ahead and write my formula here. And you can see this trapezoid's kind of been turned on its side, but don't get confused. Just because it's vertical now doesn't mean that the edges don't represent the sides anymore. Our side lengths are going to be the outer edges. I'm just going to say A here, and this one over here I'm going to call B. So I'm going to say this one's B. And then the distance between the two in the middle here is going to be the height. So even though the height is horizontal, it's still the distance between the two sides. Now that we know all the side lengths and the height, we're going to replace them in our formula. So our first side length is 5. So we're going to say 5 plus our second side length, which is 14, divided by 2 to find the average, and then multiply times the height, which is 8. When we do this, we're going to say 5 plus 14. We're going to get 19 divided by 2 times 8, which is the height. And then 19 divided by 2 is 9.5 times 8, which is the height, is going to be 76. And this time our units are feet, so we're going to say 76 feet squared is our answer and our area of this trapezoid. And if you want to do some more practice problems on finding area of a trapezoid, go ahead and click the link in the top right part of this video to get taken to a practice quiz that will grade itself and tell you how you did. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you got something out of it, and drop a comment telling me if this video helped you or if you need help with something else. See ya!